Hi everyone, I'm Neil Patil and welcome to Veena World's travel conferences. These travel conferences are now online, and in today's travel conference, we are going to the amazing land of Thailand. Now, here on my computer, I have the map of Thailand open just to explain to you what a great country Thailand is. And once we look at the map, we'll go to the Veena World website, and on the Veena World website, we'll go check out Veena World's newest product, which is Phuket Krabi over 4 days and 3 nights. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's look at the map of Thailand. Generally, when people think about Thailand, people think of one city and one city alone, Bangkok. And if you have been like me, you have probably explored Thailand in the past, and you may have done maybe two cities, Bangkok and Pattaya. Now, if you look at this map out here, Thailand is a pretty big country if you really think about it. To its south, it has Malaysia and Singapore. To its north, it has Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Now, when you look at Thailand, bang in the center of Thailand is its capital, Bangkok. Now, Bangkok and Pattaya are two cities that were popular for 3, 4, 5 decades and are still popular today. But some cities or two cities that have really got in prominence over the last 5 years are Phuket and Krabi. You can't think of Phuket and Krabi as two cities actually. You have to think of them as regions. So if you come to the south of Thailand, there are these two regions of Thailand, that is Phuket on the left and Krabi on the right. Now, in this tour that we are going to check out today, we are exploring the regions of Phuket and Krabi over a 4-day period. So, now that we've looked at the map of Thailand, let's go to the Veena World website. Now, on the Veena World website, whenever you put veenaworld.com in any browser that you use, this is the homepage that you see. Now, if I want to really find out about this particular tour, there are multiple ways that you can go check out a product. The first thing and the easiest way of doing it is typing Phuket Krabi in the search bar, and you will get different options. But before I click on this one, which is the 4-day tour that we are looking at, I wanted to also show you another way that you could actually explore this particular tour. Click on World in the header, and we are looking at Asia right now. So I would come to Asia, and because we are looking at Thailand, I will go to Thailand. And Thailand, you can see Bangkok, Krabi, Pattaya, and Phuket. Now, if I click on Phuket, I will get a page which we call the search results page, where all of the Veena World tours to that particular region are shown. Now, on this page, as you can see, there are about 10 packages that are being shown right now. You can use the filters on the left side to really sort out and find out the product that you really need. Now, if you look at it over here, there is the second option out here, that is Phuket Krabi, or as we call it ASPK, which is the tour product code at Veena World. Now, this is a 4-day tour starting at rupees 49,000. There is one departure date, which is on the 23rd of September, which means you can book this tour up until the 21st of September because the visa to Thailand is on arrival. So you can decide last minute and go and have the time of your life. Now, if I click on this tour, it will open the product details page or the tour details page on the Veena World website. Now, one of the best things about the product details page that we have designed is the fact that you can see the highlights of the tour over here. So the highlights that we are going to see in this tour, and I will get into them in a little bit of detail, are multiple places in Phuket and Krabi over the 4 days that we are there. Awesome. So now we have come to Veena World's product detail page on the Veena World website that we were discussing about. This tour, like I mentioned, is called Phuket Krabi. It is for 4 days where we cover one country and we are doing 2 cities. Now, these 2 cities are Phuket and Krabi. We have 2 nights in Phuket and 1 night in Krabi. Now, we will go to the day-wise itinerary and everything, but at this point, it is very important for me to tell you that this tour includes multiple things. And at Veena World, we believe in all-inclusive tours, which means your flights are included, your hotels are included, your stay or accommodation is included, your transfers are included, breakfast, lunch and dinner, all meals are included, and all sightseeing places and entry fees are also included. So we believe in transparent pricing, and that's how it works. This is an all-inclusive tour. Now, one of the best things is that the Veena World tour manager is with you all throughout the tour, which means Mumbai to Mumbai, you will have the Veena World tour manager with you. But does that mean that you can join the tour only from Mumbai? No. Veena World also has another type of pricing called joining and leaving pricing, which means you can join the tour from any part of India or any part of the world. You have to meet on the first day at the joining point, which in this case will be Phuket International Airport, and you will leave on the last day again from Phuket. Which means you will be joining the tour on the first day at the joining point, which is Phuket International Airport, and you will be leaving the tour on the last day at the leaving point, which in this case again is Phuket International Airport. So you can book your own flights from your hometown and join this tour and the Veena World Tour Manager and literally celebrate life in Thailand. These two places, Phuket and Krabi, are two of my favorite places. And if you ask me, I got married in 2021. Since then, with my wife, I have gone there 4 times just to enjoy the beaches, just to enjoy the weather, and I personally like Thai food. So I like doing that as well. So I like going there just for the food, just for the weather, just for the beaches, right? And it is the perfect getaway. And every time I've gone, I have gone for the same amount of days that this tour is for, which is 4 days and 3 nights, which is the perfect duration for a holiday to a destination like this. So now let's come to the highlights of this tour. Now, on this website, we see a lot of highlights, but let me tell you 3 highlights that have really stuck with me. One is Patong Beach. Now, Patong Beach is one of the most famous beaches of the region of Phuket. You have nightlife, you have great street food there, you have a lot of shopping that you can do. It is definitely a place that you will enjoy at. Another thing that I really like is James Bond Island. Now, this island is called James Bond Island because it was featured in a James Bond movie. And the island is a very unique island where you just have this crazy structure or a rock formation rising out of the sea. So when you go for the boat tour, you will definitely really enjoy James Bond Island. And the third thing that I really like is the 4-island tour that you get to do over here. This 4-island tour gives you a thrilling speedboat ride and really gets you to enjoy the region of Phuket and Krabi in the best way possible. So the highlights, of course, we will talk about them as we are discussing the day-wise itinerary, and we'll go through all of them. But these were the top 3 highlights in my personal opinion. Okay, so now let's come to the day-wise itinerary for the tour. On the first day of this tour, we are really arriving into Phuket, and as we check into the hotel, you have time to really seep in and take in the region of Phuket. So the first day is generally relaxed. It depends. Sometimes the tour may have a different itinerary if it falls on a weekend, and the tour manager along with our partners may decide to shuffle it. But this is how the itinerary is for this tour. On the second day is when the sightseeing begins. On the second day, we are doing a place called the Phang National Park, which is one of the most famous national parks in Thailand. We are doing a boat tour to go and check out James Bond Island. Now, this James Bond Island, like I said earlier, featured in a James Bond movie, and that is why it is famous. But it is definitely worth seeing. Then we are going to a museum that I would really like to take my daughter Raya to, which is known as the A.R. Trikai Museum in Phuket. I would definitely recommend that when you go to this museum, click the best photos because, as the name suggests, it really tricks your eye, and the photos will also be great to show your friends and relatives when you come back. In the evening, we go and check out one of the 2 famous shows in Phuket. One is the Siam Niramit show, or we go and see the Phuket Fantasy show. Now, why am I saying one of the 2 shows? It depends when they are operational, and on the day that they are operational, we will go and pick one of these shows that is there. Now, on the third day, what we really do is that we check out from our hotel in Phuket and move towards Krabi. When we are checking out, we take all our bags and go towards Krabi. On this day, we are doing the famous island hopping tour. We are checking out the Phra cave, where there are limestone cliffs that are really worth seeing. Then we are seeing Top Island and Chicken Island, 2 islands that are really famous for something that is quite unique. When it is high tide, both of these islands seem like 2 separate islands. But when it becomes low tide, suddenly a sandbank arises between these islands and connects them. So this is a very unique thing between these 2 islands. Then there is also another island that you will check out, which is Poda Island. And finally, you'll come to the Krabi beachside town called Ao Nang. Ao Nang has a famous beach that is known for its cafes that surround the beach, a very quiet beach that the first time that I went to Krabi, it was one of my favorites in the Krabi region. So we get to Ao Nang Beach, and then finally we have our night stay in Krabi. Now, after the third day, after the Krabi stay, we arrive at day 4, which is the last day of our tour. On day 4, what we do is we check out from our hotel in Krabi and we visit the famous Patong Beach in Phuket and go towards the city of Phuket to really figure out and see what Phuket architecture is like. And there is an architectural style called Sino-Portuguese, which is very prevalent in Phuket. So we get to see all of these, and then we make our way to Phuket International Airport. If you're a joining and leaving guest here, you will be leaving the tour out here and you will be taking your flight to your hometown. If you're a Mumbai to Mumbai tour guest, with the tour manager, you will check in and board the flight for Mumbai. So yes, this is our tour, Phuket Krabi, 4 days, 3 nights. 2 nights in Phuket, 1 night in Krabi. Now, how do you book this tour? You can book this tour on the Veena World website. You can book this tour by visiting one of the Veena World sales offices across India, or you can book this tour by calling us on 1800227979 or 1800313555. You can also email us on travel@veenaworld.com. That's it from me. Me and all of the team at Veena World will be super happy if you go celebrate life in Phuket and Krabi this year. Bye.